Hello and welcome or welcome back. Today we're just playing some more Killing Floor 1 and just talking about stuff. So I'll stop rambling and we'll just get right into it. Yeah, I'm doing a twofer. I just got done recording the first video of the week and I never really do this. Or I used to when I did 5 videos a week. Yeah. I was like, I feel like playing the machine gunner and talking about other shit. So, yeah. Fuck you. He just walks next to it. What a dick. Yeah. All right. Yeah, there's more game stuff I wanted to talk about. But I was just like, I might as well split it up. Right? Think like an actual, think like a YouTuber, right? Even though I'm barely that. I guess I'm just consistent enough. I don't know. This is a very small version of this map, I feel like. That goes somewhere. Oh, there's a whole bunch. Here, hold that. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, there were some trailers and stuff like that. I don't know. I saw that. Did you guys see the new Silent Hill trailer? Like, no, extended, like with gameplay and stuff like that. That was pretty cool. That game actually looks pretty good. Why did it do that? I didn't even hit my knife button. Maybe it's something to do with, because I hit this to sprint, and then maybe it hitting, I don't know, whatever. There's a bug there somewhere. Uh-oh. Yeah. What? Little motherfucker, Uncle Purvis. What the fuck? Diddle-diddle-doo. This map's it's a little bit bigger than I thought it would be. That's what she said. Her. But yeah, no, that new Silent Hill game looks pretty solid. I think that one looks like it's gonna be good. Yeah. Oh no. I thought I heard breathing. How many bullets? Okay. Yeah, that was taking place in Japan, and you know, every weeb's dream of you're you're a high school you're a high school girl. You're in Japan. You know, every weeb's dream. I say that, and I could just hear people getting mad. I like anime too, not like crazy, but I enjoy it from time to time. I don't know, I like Junji Ito, and I like the classics. Ooh. Alright, I didn't even know he was there. He just walks into frame, that's funny. Yeah, but that looks pretty solid. I think the monsters look alright. Like, what's the, like, common one? It looks like a fucking... Wasn't there just stuff up here? I don't know. I'm confused now. It looks like kind of like a mannequin type thing. I don't know. Like, is it supposed to be like? I'm thinking. I'm like, is that like a vanity thing? Like, I don't know. So if that's the case, that's kind of like right on the nose, though. I don't know. With the whole high school insecurity thing, I don't know. Yeah. The thing I was watching though, I'm like the combat. I remember looking at the combat for Silent Hill F, and being like, it looks just kind of weird. Oh no. I know I couldn't stand there for very long like that. Yep, and there's these bitches. Here, hold that. The combat looks weird. Like, it's one of those, like, you hit and then it, like, as you're meleeing, it kind of, like, slows down for, like, a couple of frames or something. Like, I don't know, like, to put emphasis on your strike or something like that. I just think that's kind of weird. Like, I don't think there's anything really inherently wrong with it. It's just like I guess like a style thing. I think it's just kind of unnecessary and weird. I don't know. Yeah, like one of my bigger gripes with just like any sort of combat mechanic now, like no matter what game you're in, like the person has like fucking combat rolls and dodges and timing and shit like that. It's just like I hope you don't have that in this. Like go back and play the original Dead Space game. And you'll be like you're handicapped, like rightfully so, because you're just a fucking engineer. You know? The guy doesn't have a fucking dodge. You have to aim in order to shoot, right? And if you just press this button, you're just gonna melee, and that's really fucking like, you know, stupid. You press spacebar to stomp, I think, right? I don't remember. It's been a minute since I played. I just remember there's no combat roll. I remember playing that game after I played some Revenant. Is that what it's called? Remnant from whatever, from the Ashes. I can't remember what the name of that shit. I played that for like I didn't beat it, but I got the hang of it and then just put it down. Remnant from the Ashes, I think is what it's called. But I was playing that, and like it's kind of the same. You have to aim in order to shoot, you know. But you can combat and dodge roll and all that stuff because it's like a Souls-like, but it's a shooter, you know. But you know. So I just got done playing that game, and then I'm playing Dead Space. So I'm like in the middle of combat, and then I go to combat roll, and he stomps. He goes into a animation and stomps, you know, and it just throws everything off. Oh no! Yeah, I just think that limited combat like abilities, I think that just adds to the horror, you know. Like if your character's just not that good. Like the original Silent Hill 1 and 2, like, and even 3. You know, I'm pretty sure even in 3 the little shit didn't have fucking combat roll or anything, you know. But then in the remake for Silent Hill 2, James has to have like some sort of dodge, which I found to be like just, I don't know, it takes away from the damn horror if you're not that good at, like, you're just a guy, dude, you're not a fucking soldier. It makes more sense in Resident Evil that your character can be more combat efficient, right? And even in those, like the original tank controlled ones, you could be a badass and it was still hard. The combat was still difficult because you were a trained soldier, yeah, but you weren't like anything. You weren't like a super soldier or nothing. Yeah. I like the minigun better. I should have kept the minigun. And I don't have that much ammo, so that's fun. Anyway, there was also that new Resident Evil trailer that everybody's been talking about, so I don't know. I feel like there's not much I can really say about it. Damn, that just annihilated that fucker. To me, it looks good. Like, I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be a first person or third person. I hear rumor, like a guy, I was talking to a dude in Discord, and he's thinking it's gonna be first person, but I don't know if that's just like him wanting it or if that's the case. I don't know. I didn't really get that from the trailer, because as far as I know, like the first person games, did they really show much of like Ethan himself? I can't remember, like, or was it just all first person view? So like that was what I was thinking. I'm like, is that going to be the case? Because we see the aren't you, you're the protagonist? Who you're going to be is that chick, right? The Ashcroft or whatever her name is. Like, that's who you're going to be, and you see her the entire time. So that was my thoughts. It's just like, well, you didn't see Ethan, I don't think. You know, like you do eventually, but I don't think you do in the trailers. I don't think they put an emphasis on him like that in the trailer. But I don't know. I have to go back and rewatch it maybe, but we'll see. That one looks pretty good too. We'll talk about it a little bit. Yeah, that one looks interesting. Like that one looks like that might be kind of returning to the horror aspect. Ooh. From the little bit that I saw, I'm like, it kind of looks like they're gonna hopefully go back to that horror. Wouldn't it be something if they brought back tank controls? But I highly doubt they'll fucking do that. Not for a mainline entry, at least. Like, maybe for, like, a throwback type thing, they will, but yeah, that's why I went back to the minigun. I was like, fuck that thing. The other one had more kick, I think, but you just keep spitting, and it's just fun. And that's what Killing Floor is about. Yeah. But yeah, no, that one's pretty cool. You go back to a post-apocalyptic, or not post-apocalyptic, post-nuke Raccoon City, and I don't really know exactly what the whole plot's gonna be. I mean, well, you're going to a place where I guess your mother was murdered, where that character was murdered or whatever. You know what I mean? And I don't know, like with with a lot of Resident Evil games, you have to really kind of stretch it a little bit to believe a lot of the, I don't know, like what is it, suspend your disbelief or whatever, because it's like, why would your boss send you into that situation? I don't know, like they do it because they need to make a game, right? And they need a plot for said game, but it still looks like the environment could be pretty good. I did get like inspiration, I felt like inspirations from other things though were there, you know what I mean? Hold on, we'll get into it. This is called the Stinger minigun. I didn't use this the last time. Okay. It's quiet, kinda. There was a lot of noise, so I don't know. We'll see. Let's get closer to this fucker. What is that? What is the alt fire? Is it just a heavier shot, maybe? I think that's what it is. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. There was like, it feels like with the cop that you see, the like infected cop that you see strangling somebody or something. I don't know. Like it looks like that reminded me of like Outlast. You know? Like I know that they're completely different types of fucking games, right? But with different lore and everything, but that's just what it reminded me of. And then like some of the other cuts for some of the other like zombies or whatever one that you see, I was like, that reminded me of Silent Hill. You know, it's like there's very little there that kind of reminded me, that made me feel like that was a Resident Evil game. You know, I mean, like other than like the names and locations, right? But everything else was just like, it could be almost any other game. So like that's kind of what I don't know. Like I'm not saying that's necessarily a terrible thing. Yeah, that was just kind of, oh my god. My thoughts. This is like the best fucking gun you can get. It's so satisfying. Oh no, if you can be far enough away for the shit to work. Yeah. Oh no. The Patriarch's fucking machine gun. Oh god. The rocket launcher actually works, see? It's just you have to be far enough away. But anyway. Yeah, I don't know, like that, I don't really, like, that's the thing, is, it's just weird. I don't know, it felt kind of off. Like, not in, like, a bad way, I guess, because they don't want to, like, give away too much. And, you know, if they're just trying something different, like, they did try something different with 7 and 8, right? Like, they returned to horror in a lot of ways, but then in, like, 8, they added fucking werewolves, right? Like, that's kind of... I say it that way because at the time especially... Am I out of ammo? Okay, I'm out of rocket. Oh, no! Oh, no! I'm too young to die. Kind of. God, she just fucking went away fast. It's like every other woman in my life. Anyway. Yeah, like they're trying something different, like they did with the werewolves. To me, was kind of weird. I don't know. I never was really a huge fan of that. Like, to me, it's like on the nose. I'm like, all right, are you gonna do vampires next? Like, what are you gonna do? What other mythical monster are you gonna do next? Yeah, but all in all, I feel like, you know, these games are probably going to shape up to be pretty good, you know? Like, they look like they're kind of returning to the horror, and I really do appreciate that, instead of them being more action-based, which, I mean, I don't know. That's what Silent Hill 2 was. It was it was more action-based, like, especially compared to the second, or the original second one. That's just my opinion, though. I'm not saying it's an awful game or anything. I'm just saying it's different. Alright, now, see if I die here in this little arena. See if he scares the shit out of me like he did in the last video. Shoot the fucking rocket, man. I don't know why it has such a delay on the rocket. That's annoying. Oh, he's only over there. Okay. One in the pipe. I can't hit him. Did I hit him? Yeah. It's so satisfying killing him with his own fucking gun. Yeah. Well, if you stuck around this long, I really appreciate you. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think about the about Silent Hill F and the new Resident Evil 9? I don't know. Let me know what you think. Are there other games out there that were announced that you're looking forward to? Let me know. Maybe I'll look into those and talk about those too. But anyway, I'll stop ranting and rambling and let you get on with your day or night. If you would just please consider doing all the things that YouTube likes and that I appreciate very, very much. Thank you so much for hanging out. It really does mean the world to me. You have a good one, and I'll catch you on the next one.